Namaste Javians, myself JV and Dr. Barkha Khurana. Today we'll be talking about motivation and psychology, which is a part of the curriculum of BPT, DPT and BMRT first semester. The word motivation has been derived from the word mover, which is a Latin word and it means to move. Motivation is the internal state of an organism causing it to thrive towards a goal, which is often aroused by the external stimuli. According to Fisher, a motive is an inclination or impulsion to action plus some degree of orientation or direction. Motives cannot be directly observed but are inferred, that is concluded from behavior. Now if we talk about components, we have direction and strength as a component, and direction in which the activity is motivated, like the goals a person want to pursue or to avoid. Strength, people have many motives available to them, but they only act on those that currently move them. Thus, motivation may be regarded as something which energizes an individual to act or behave in a particular fashion at a particular time for attaining some specific goal or purpose. Now, what the needs are? They are general wants or desires. The motivation is made up of motives and the drives. And they can be both personal and internal. The motivational cycle comprises of activation, persistence, and intensity. Now there are different types of goals also, like positive goals, negative goals. The positive goals can be your hunger and thirst, because because when you are hungry or thirsty, you fulfill that desire and you get the energy to continue with your motive. Negative goal can be to avoid or escape of avoidance, like you want to avoid pain. That is a negative goal. Then there are learned positive goals, like you want to earn money, that you have learned from the society and your family and friends. Then is learned negative goal, which is a fear that stimulates or motivates the adult to avoid a behavior. Now there are different types of motives, like primary or biological, which are related to your body, like hunger, thirst, avoidance of pain, regulation of temperature. Then we have stimulus motives, like curiosity, physical contact. Then lastly, we have secondary or social or learned motives, like achievement, power, curiosity. You want to be successful, you want to achieve money, you want to achieve success. That are learned from the society. Now we'll discuss about homeostasis. This is a part of your physiology also. See, the word homeostasis is derived from the word homeos, which means similar. And it is the way the body maintains a stable internal environment. This concept was described by Claude Bernard in 1865, while the word was coined by Walter Bradford Cannon in 1926. Now, this homeostatic process acts as a level of cell, tissue, and organs, and as well as for the organism as a whole. The principal homeostatic processes include your biological and psychological both, because you need to maintain biological are your like hunger and thirst, which you maintaining the body temperature that you maintain by eating your food. Then if it is very hot, you sit under the AC or the fan, and if it is very cold, you wear a pullover or a sweater. So that is all biological. And psychological is to maintain your mental well-being, because if that is disturbed, then obviously biological cycle is also disturbed. Like if you are depressed, you won't like to go out, you won't like to eat anything, you will sleep for hours, or either you will eat a lot. So that will disturb your biological cycle also. So according to George Leonard, homeostasis will prevent our body from making drastic changes and maintain stability in our lives, even if it is detrimental to us. Like, for example, if an obese person takes up exercising, but homeostasis in the body resists the activity to maintain stability. So homeostasis is the main factor that stops people changing their habits. And the mental balance is necessary for an individual to feel at ease and perform at a normal level. So we can say that motivation involves biological, emotional, social, and cognitive forces that activate behavior. Now we'll discuss the theories of motivation. First, and the most important one, is Maslow's hierarchy of needs, or the self-actualization theory, which was proposed by Abraham Maslow in 1943, a theory of human motivation. Self-actualization refers to an individual's need to develop his or her potentialities, in other words, to do what he or she is capable of doing. Self-actualizers then are the people who make the fullest use of their capabilities. So, according to Maslow, the human needs, the appearance of one need generally depends on the satisfaction of other. Like if a person has fulfilled his physiological needs like food, shelter, water, so he may need safety also. And apart from safety, he needs love and care from the family. He need to get married, have children. Then the last one is the growth needs, or the self-actualization, where the person feels that he has everything with him. He has name, fame, he has a family. But whenever the need has been satisfied, it is no longer a need. It stops to be a motivating force. And therefore, the satisfaction of one need leads an individual to try for the satisfaction of other needs. Like if a person had food, he'll go for, he has a shelter, so he'll say, okay, I should get married. He will have a family. Then he'll say, I want to earn more. So this is the self-actualization theory, but it has many drawbacks also, like the methodology that was used. Maslow had used biographical analysis, in which looked at biographies and writings of 18 people and identified them as self-actualized. So it is not scientific. And where he used only highly educated males and less of females. Then he said that lower needs must be satisfied before a person can achieve their potential and self-actualize. But this is not the case always. People living in poverty still deserve love and belongingness, like friendship, etc., though they cannot meet up their physiological needs. So this is all in motivation. I hope you understood this session, and this session is powered by JVW, by Digital 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women University. Thank you.